How's it going, guys? Today I just wanted to take a few minutes and give my first impressions on some new gear that I got. So when it comes to backpacks, I think I have a closet full of backpacks. I got a backpack, specialized for photography, probably more than one backpack for photography. I got a backpack or multiple backpacks just for day-to-day type stuff. I got a hiking backpack, hydration packs, and it always seems that I always want another backpack for some other special case. And this past spring when I got into mountain biking, that seemed to be the case again, where I wanted a new type of backpack to use when I'm out for a ride or even when I'm out hiking. So when I started getting into mountain biking this past spring, the more and more I did that, the more and more I also wanted to actually start recording myself, with an action cam like a GoPro or something. I don't know why, but that's just kind of how it went, is like I'm out here doing this, and I like creating videos, and I haven't really been doing that recently. So this seemed like something maybe that I could take the chance to, or take the opportunity to start creating something, just, to get those creative juices flowing. I like working with video, and this just, if I was maybe capturing some of my rides, that could be a fun thing to do. So I bought a GoPro Hero 7 this past summer, and I didn't use it a lot. I just kind of was testing it out to see how to use it and how to get good video out of it. And I ended up buying a chesty, like the chest mount for it, so I was able to, mount it on my chest and get some point of view shots, and that was fine. So what I found when I was out riding was, I'd either take a backpack that was too bulky or not really meant for out for riding when you're out riding, or I took a backpack that just wasn't very well organized or didn't have any organization at all. So, and I guess in other times I was taking out my hydration pack, which was fine because I had water with me, but the hydration pack I have, this Camelback, doesn't actually have much storage. It's basically a hydration pack with a few little pockets to hold like your wallet and your keys or something like that, right? Maybe like a little snack, but nothing major. What I ended up looking into was some new backpacks maybe that would work for riding, and that it would also maybe be able to integrate with some of these action cams like the GoPro. So when I was looking into it a little bit, I came across the GoPro branded backpack, the GoPro Seeker. So this is version 2 of this backpack, which I think it's new this year. 2019 maybe, I guess. And I came across this guy, and this seemed to fit into what I was looking for. So this is really just a first impression of this bag, because I did buy it. I've only been out with it for one ride, so did some winter biking with it, and I was hoping to get a few more rides in so I could have a better impression of how this backpack's going to perform for me. But after that initial ride with it, that ride was actually on New Year's Day, which I do have a video out for that previously. You can check that out. Right after that ride, the weather really took a turn for the worse here on the prairies in Canada and Saskatchewan. And we started getting to these really cool temperatures of like -40 for over 2 weeks. So I didn't really get a chance to get out and ride again because of the weather. This is just a first impression of it for one ride, and I'll try and give, my take on how it's worked out so far. So the thing with this pack that really attracted me to it was it has these built-in mounting options for GoPro cameras. So you see here you have a mount for a shoulder mount. You can pull out the GoPro right in there. It's just, this mount is built right into the strap. It also allows you to mount the GoPro poles that are available. Like there's the 3-way pole, and then there's the 3-way, or the El Grande, which you can mount here. So you basically mount your pole in here, and then it extends up, and you can mount your camera on that pole. and you get some over the shoulder shots. The thing for me though that really attracted me to it was it came with a built-in chest mount, so you're able to mount a GoPro on your chest. So it's not here now, it's not on here right now, but what it does is, so basically in your pack, it comes with a chest mount, which is pretty similar to the chesty that you can buy separately, but this one is slightly different because it doesn't actually wrap around you or like attach to your body, it attaches to the pack. So basically you have your chest mount, or your chest piece here, and then there's these different grommets on the straps, which you can then mount your chest mount to. Just get them in there, they lock in nice. And then your bottom straps, they just connect. It's a little bit harder to do when I'm not wearing it. I should have maybe have put it on, but basically you strap in here and you strap in, where did it go? Strap that guy in there. So then basically this, now when you wear the pack, this will be on your chest and you can mount your GoPro right there, just like a normal chest mount. So that was what really attracted me to it, so I didn't have to worry about having separate chest mount and then having a backpack with that. This is just all built in and it fits really nice. So when I wore this, I wore it over my winter gear, so it was fairly bulky, but so I was worried maybe that there'd be a little bit of movement on it, but it actually, it fit really snug, and it worked exactly like the other chesty that I do have, and got some pretty stable footage out of that. So that was really good. The one downside of this thing is that when you have this mounted and you're wearing the pack, if you got to get something out of your pack later during your excursion, you can't really take it off with your chest mount on. You have to unhook at least, a couple of the connections so you can get the pack off, and then, get whatever you need to get out of your backpack. So that was the one downside I found with it. It actually, because at one point I wanted to grab something out of my pack, but then I had all this stuff mounted to me, and I was like, oh no, I gotta take all this stuff off if I want to get what I need out of the back, when I just didn't bother taking it off, and I just made do with whatever it was I was looking for. That's the downside on that. The rest of the pack though, I've been pretty happy with. These zippers, I never struggle with these zippers. They just seem to be really smooth, and there's lots of storage in here. So here's the main compartment. It's got a couple straps, so you can put something in there, like maybe an iPad or a tablet or something like that, or whatever. You got a section here where you can throw things. This is where I keep the chest mount, so it fits pretty nicely in here, in this pocket here. Got a couple open pockets here. You can just throw your keys in, a wallet, whatever you want, right? So there's a lot of storage in here. So this is the version 2, like I said. So this one is now 18 liters. The version 1 was 16 liters, so they made it a little bit bigger, but I think the overall size of it, the dimensions are pretty similar, so it doesn't feel much bigger from what I understand. It can also hold a 15-inch laptop. So in the back here, there's another compartment here which you can get into, and it's got an area for your laptop. So maybe you can see the little logo here, show this is your laptop place, so you can put your laptop in there. I tested it with my 15-inch MacBook Pro that I have, and it fit in there perfectly. So it fit pretty snugly. So I'm not sure, like, the MacBooks are pretty small, and like they're not too bulky. So I think if you have maybe a bigger 15-inch, you might have a little bit of problem, but the MacBook fit in there really nice. You can also put a hydration pack in here. So I think the documentation on this thing says it is a laptop / hydration pack compartment, but I think you could probably get both in here, because there is a separator here, so you could probably put your laptop in here and put a hydration pack in here. So that was another feature of this bag that I really wanted. I wanted something that could hold a hydration pack, because I didn't want to have to worry about carrying water bottles or anything like that. I'd rather just use a hydration pack. So this thing will hold, they say, a 2-liter hydration pack. The Camelback I already have has a 2.5-liter hydration pack in it, and I didn't want to buy an extra one. So I threw my hydration pack in here and it seemed to fit, the 2.5 liter fit. I didn't fill it with water, so maybe if you try and fill it fully to 2.5 liters, it might get a little bit tight. But I mean, if you only fill it to 2 liters, it'd probably be okay. But it fit in here fine. So you could put in, I think you could get a laptop in here and the hydration pack. I guess the only worry would be if your laptop, or if your hydration pack leaks a little bit, you might get it on your laptop and that might be a problem. But I think for the most part, I probably wouldn't have both in there. I probably only have one or the other, a laptop if I'm commuting to work, or a hydration pack if I was out for like a long ride. When I wear it for the day, the venting seemed to be okay. We have this channel here that seems to have let some airflow through, so I didn't get super sweaty with it. The size here that it holds, it's, like I said, there's a lot of space in here. So when I went out for my winter ride, I was wearing, it was a fairly nice day, so I was wearing my shell plus just a fleece underneath. But I did carry a heavier jacket just in case, you know, I needed to put it on later. And I had a down jacket in here and it fit in nicely. I had a down jacket, like I said, had a Joby 3K tripod in here as well. I had a bike lock and an air pump, some snacks, and a toque as well, I think. And that all fit in here perfectly. It wasn't like, I didn't really have to force anything in here. It all fit really nice into this main compartment. And then we have this extra piece up here, and this is where you would place some of your gear. So you have a zip here for storing, I guess I got my batteries in here for my GoPro. You can put probably memory cards in here. And then you got a section right here is where you would put your GoPro cameras. So it comes with a number of these dividers that you connect via Velcro. Basically every camera bag in the world has some form of these, and this has it as well. So I only have one in here right now. That's all I needed based on what I was trying to put in here. But I think it comes with 4 or 5 of these dividers. So you can, if you have a number of cameras that you want to get in here, you can throw them all in there. I mean, I'm never gonna have 5 GoPro cameras. I don't have a need for that. So I can put other stuff in here. And but yeah, if you have 5 GoPros, you should be able to get them in there. That's what they say it'll hold. So that compartment's really nice. You can throw stuff in there. The backpack itself is not waterproof, but it is weather resistant. So it should be fine for the most part. I mean, heavy rains, it might become a problem, but I think for the most part, you're gonna be okay. And what else can I say about it? It seems fairly rugged. I mean, like I said, I've only used it for one ride. It seems like it's pretty good quality. It's not gonna fall apart, nothing on it. Everything on it seems pretty solid and really well put together. So I'm happy with that. So one other downside, I guess, of this is the price. So this guy was $200 Canadian, which, I mean, backpacks can be pretty expensive. So I was, you know, that didn't take me by too much of a surprise. But when you compare it with other similar backpacks that are geared towards action cameras and storing that stuff and mounting that stuff, you can find some that are quite a bit cheaper. I came across one today. Actually, I was just looking because I was curious. It was basically a complete knockoff of this one. It had exactly the same features, had the same mounting options, and I think it was $66 on Amazon. So there are a lot of different options. I don't know what the difference in quality is going to be between them. Like I said, this one feels pretty good quality. I think it's going to be pretty good and durable. I don't know how much, you know, how that's going to compare to the ones that are out there that are a lot cheaper. But you're probably okay with some of those as well. So, I mean, if $200 Canadian is too much for you, I think there's options. I think American, this thing, it was $169, I think, regular, but I think I saw it on the GoPro site, it's now $149. So it did drop a bit in price, I think. As I get more rides in on this, I'm going to, I'll probably check back in with maybe another discussion about how it's held up and if there's any other negatives I find with it. But for now, it seems like it's going to work pretty good for me. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So when I wear it, it doesn't feel bulky. It feels pretty good. So if I throw this thing on right now, I'll show you what it looks like on. Well, I guess I got to take off this chest now. Yeah, so if I throw this guy on now, fits pretty nice. You got the connectors here, straps to keep it secure, like any backpack has. Nothing groundbreaking there. So that works good. And then when it's on your body, it feels okay. It doesn't feel really big on my back. It feels good. So if you have any comments or questions about this pack, definitely weigh in on that in the comment section, and I will read all of those and hopefully be able to answer, any questions that you may have on areas that I didn't cover in this video. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about it today. I will definitely weigh in on it again after I get a little bit more use out of it and get a little bit more experience with the pack, and hopefully be able to provide a little bit more insight into that. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I definitely would appreciate that. It's a new channel. I'm just starting it up, seeing how it goes. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, why not give it a like, and that would help me out as well. So that's all I got for today. Take it easy and have a good one.